and go up. We'll get some lights on the situation and we'll wake up these bodies. Come up, inhale and exhale. Good, and up. And try breathing in your nose if you can. Add a inhale up. Good, you got it. And let's do one more. And up. Nice job. We're going to bring those feet back in and we'll start with a little bit of a calf raise just to get the lower body warmed up. Breathe in. And 2, keep going. I'm going to adjust this. 3, arms are also adding on. 4, each toe has equal weight. 5 and 6, 7, you got it. 8, 9. Now on the 10th, you can grab a foam roller or you can just grab a wall, and we're going to take 1 foot at a time as the option. So 10 heel raises. And if that's too much, you can always go back to a both feet at the same time option. Good. And then take 10 on the other side. So we'll take 10 and 10. We're going to touch these leg muscles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do a second set. See if you notice a difference on one versus the other. And again, each toe wants equal weight. So if you've had an old ankle injury or multiple sprains, sometimes you can tell the foot tries to invert the ankle. So you're keeping it tall. And then we're going to do 10 on the other. So 10 and 10. Remember, the default or the modification would be to have both feet at the same time. 6, this will feel good. 7, nice to get those calves. Calves is something you can do while you're waiting for gasoline or waiting for your hot tea to brew. All right, we're going to do another set, third set. So see if you can feel the long knee, but it's also soft. Good, yep. Breathe in and out. And then the other side, this will help with hikes, runs, walks, everything, vascular health. Up and down, 5, 6, hips are level. Good. And then this is going to catch us all up. So if you're on a different number, don't worry. When you're finished, lift up your toes and then lift up your heels. And when you lift up your toes, also lift the bottom of the foot. But notice how I'm not doing it from my hip. I'm going to exaggerate. I'm doing it from the ankle. When you lift up your toes like that, that's an anti-shuffling move. So when you see people who are shuffling and not really moving their ankles or feet, this is an exercise we're doing to prevent that. It helps with balance. It helps with not shuffling. Go up, down, up, and down. It should feel like your legs on both sides, the shins and the calves, are getting some attention. That's right, Karen. It should feel like this. It feels like you want to kind of shake them out after a moment. Nice job. And then we're going to touch the legs a little bit. So we'll go out and we're going to take 10 squats. Now I want you to take them where they're healthy for you. It could be that your heels are heavier. It could be that you're out wide in a second position. But if you need to alter that, please do. You can go lower if you feel safe with that. Let's do 4 more. Good. And your sternum shines to the camera, shines to the laptop. 2. Good. Now, coming back, we're going to do 1 set of more chair squat and heel heavy. Your knees track with your second toe. So this knee tracks with the second toe. Heart forward. This one's where it's real easy to accidentally lean towards the floor, but your heart is forward. 5. Good. 6. Now think 50-50. 7, 8. You're doing great. 9, 10. Now we're going to do a little circle. Your right leg, you can choose whichever leg actually, is going to draw circles without touching the floor. Breathe in. And 4. Now 5 the other way. The backup plan would be you can hold on to the roller if you would like. 2. This is 3. We love dynamic balance. 4. And notice how I'm working that ankle. That's going to help prevent shuffling too. So the leg that's in the air, I'm pointing, and then I flex it to come back through. So you're working that ankle. 4. All right, try the other. 1, 2, breathe in. 3, 4, 5. Really good. Now the hands are beside you and you're going to pitch forward. Now it could be that you're going to be in a long line. For example, this would be just great. You could go over more if you want. Woo! The leg that's in the air is going to do 8 pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back down and then take the other one. Inhale, exhale, lean back. Now you're in one long line from crown to foot. Pause when you find your place. You're in one long line except for the standing leg. Now 8 pulses, 8, 7 with the top leg, 6, pull the head back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back. Standing balance, you're doing great. So lift and spread the toes. Now when you look down, you should see the toes move. If they don't, get down there and move them, it's fine. Take a tree to start. We're gonna do some add-ons, but take a tree to start. Arms up. All right, 10, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, you're doing great. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the leg that's in the air, see if it can come behind you and hold on to your foot. With that, I'm going to leave the arm up just to change it up. 10. The quad feeling good. 8, rib down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Add on if you would like a dancer pose. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I mean. Your leg comes up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 9, we're going to let go and do warrior 3 or a variation thereof. Arms overhead if you can. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and come back. Woo! Now a brain drill would be to remember which patterns that we did. So when you're ready, lift and spread your toes. Try to remember what comes next. Tree was the first one. Both arms come up when you're ready. Good. Fine tune. It's like your knee has a book opening up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next one we did was the hand that's on the same side as the foot that's in tree comes behind you, and you're going to hold a quad stretch arm up on this one. 10. Yep, just changing it up. Good, Shireen. 3. If your knee will come in, Karen, bring it in a little closer to your thigh. Yep, good. Atta girl. 6. Good. Bring your knee in a little bit if you can, Catherine, but just make sure there's no pain, right? Now the next one was dancer. I'm going to turn a little bit because then it's easier for you to see me. But you're going to push your foot into your hand, neck soft. So my gaze is changed down to have the neck neutral. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stretch out, warrior 3 of some sort. 10, 2, 3, 4, energy through the limbs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then gently come back, hands together at the heart. We're going to do a Qigong move. This is one of my favorites. Just release tension. Woo! And then we're going to do a squat in a hold. So you'll see what I mean. You're going to put your feet underneath your hips. Try to find a place that feels like a healthy squat. So if that's for you, then just do that. If that's for you, then do that. One other option, by the way, is if you need a backup plan, you could be here on a wall. So for now, just do 10. We're gonna add on. And so you could go to 90 if you want it harder. Yeah, booty down, heart up. Heart up, look up, yeah. Yeah, heart up. Now, if you can, pick up a leg, put it on the other, and then decide where you're going. 10, 2, good. 3, nice. 4, hip opener, isn't it? 5, 6, breathing. 7, 8, good. Shreen. 9. Now, other foot, other leg. Come back to center when you can. 10, good. 2, 3, good. 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going. Inhale and then exhale, come back up. Woo! Grab a sip, grab a qigong if you'd like. A qigong knocking on the door of life. That was good. And for fun, open up. It's always for fun. Reach out. Now you could just take this. This is going to feel good after that leg work. This is a tree pose. Enjoy. This is so nice. Now if you're having a craving of a different arm, help yourself. So enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you care to add on, there's another balance pose that's super fun. 10, good. Otherwise you can just hold a tree or do a tree pose or a triangle. And if you're having super fun, grab your foot. 10. Open, open, open. Here we go. One leg up, one arm up. Softly land. Ah! Now make sure you were breathing. Let's go to the other side. All right. Reach. Down. Tree. And if you need a different arm position or want one, have fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, good. Keep going. 8, so nice. 9. Now remember, you might stay here. You might soften that knee and put your fingers on the ground or a yoga block and lift up your leg and lift up your arm. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now maybe bend that foot and you can, or sorry, that knee, and you can find that foot. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can do another pose if you want, Betty. 7, yep, some kind of balance. 8, good. Open up your chest. 9, you're doing great. Open up your leg, open up your foot. Woo! And then bring it to Samasthiti. We're going to take a sip. You're doing great. And the next move is going to be coming down. Good job. So the possibility is that you do Malasana. The other possibility is you take a happy baby or you sit on a block so that you're just sort of going towards this functional task. Let me see. Yes, everyone looks so good. 10, 9. And if you want more hand stretch, you can lower your palms. I like the extra hand stretch. Just double check for you. 5, 4. Now we're going to come up. It's a functional fitness challenge, so you can stand. See if that works, and it does. Ta-da! And then we're going to come back down. So good job on that. We're heading into a plank pose. Now I'm going to turn just so my body is, you can see it better from the side, but you can get there any way you want, and just balance hold the plank for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to turn to the side, open up for a side plank, and 10 and 2. Good. 3, 4. Good. Touching base with everything. 5, 6 looks so good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower, and then let's do the other for a side plank. Get your elbow up. Good. And 10 and 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 8, 9, and 10. Really good. Now a reverse plank, if that doesn't serve you, you can do a front plank again or a reverse table, or if you're like me and you like to have this underneath, maybe a arc would be good. Oh, good. 10. Good. Nice. 8, 7. Good. 6. Super. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower your hips. Really good job. And just take one little hand stretch. So I like a little massage, take a hand stretch. You're doing great. I was going to suggest that, Betty. Thank you for putting your camera down just a tiny bit, just an inch. Now we're going to be doing some swans. I'm going to keep my foam roller handy. It's already here. If yours is here and you'd like to, I'm going to move this water so it doesn't get or minty. Okay, belly down. And the belly is down. You can do this without a foam roller if you prefer. We're going to go up with our inhale and then exhale lower. So we're touching our thoracic muscles. Breathe in. Breathe in. And up. Now your neck is easy. Just sort of shake it out if you're not sure. It should feel like it's easy to move. Yep, your elbows are long. We're going to be holding it up on this next one. Yeah, you're already up. You can stay. All right, hold, breathe. Yep. Good job, Michelle. You're maintaining your endurance during doggy licks. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower down again. We're going to do it again. When you inhale, you come up and try to hold it. And remember, it's okay to be on the ground if you need a modification. Good. 4, 5. Next, looking good, everybody. 7, 8. Let your breath help you. Visualize it puffing up your back. You lift higher and then you lower. We're going to do that again. Here we go. Coming up. Breathe in. Nice. I'm going to offer us that we grab a sip. And if you don't need one or you just want to stay there and do windshield wipe, that's okay. Child pose plus a sip, or a sip plus child's pose. And I'm going to get rid of the foam roller for a moment, and come back down. Okay, great. All right, this one is hands beside your hips, and the palms do face down. Come up. Now I like these. I like these a lot because it's just you. It's just your back strength. Now when you inhale, you'll go up higher. Good. This is good. It's organic. So even though I'm saying hold the pose, it's never ever like a piece of concrete statue. You lift a little. Good. You might notice, oh, I can get up higher now. I'm warmed up. And recover for a moment. Now when you recover, you can put your hands like a pillow underneath you and windshield wipe. Leave your hands down and lift up your legs and add a flutter from your glute area, like you're at the pool or you're at a lake and you are flutter kicking. 10, ooh, good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower for a minute. Now, right arm and left leg are going to do this opposite lift. So oblique sling. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Good. This helps with gait, functional walking here. Lifted heart walking. Now, if you want it harder, all the limbs are off the floor, and you continue to do your alternate in right, left, right, left. The belly does pull in on this. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to shift back, a child pose. I'm going to offer a toe stretch this time with the child pose. Your toes are under, your heels are straight up. Push back, get a little stretch. Those of you that want more toe stretch, come up to your shins. Those of you that want more toe stretch, go back, your hands. Lift up. 5, 4, good. 3, 2. I am the protector of the toes and the feet. They do so much for us. All right, grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do a little breaststroke. Breaststroke is also really nice because there's no hands helping you. It's a pure move, I should say. So your stuff, everything's out of the way. You're going to take an inhale to lift up your back at the same time that you sweep your arms around. Now, if you care to add on a flutter kick with your legs, add that on. Up, up. Your back is lifting, your neck goes along for the ride. Good, and up, and up, and up. All right, now we're gonna windshield wipe while you're still belly down. Of course, if you need a break and you need to do child's pose, please do. Otherwise, just let this be a release. Now the knees are bent for our convenience. You may reach back with a hand and hold on to a foot, and you may find the other one too. So find your way. Here we go to a bow or a half bow, and let's go up. Breathe in. Look at that. Good. Yep, it's okay if you only have one. We're going to do it twice. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover. We're going to do that again. Or the other foot. When you're ready, bend. Good, there it is. And then come up. Yep, up. And breathe. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. And then exhale, lower. Nice job. Come back. Child pose. Press your hips. I'm going to offer the knees wide this time so the belly goes right in the middle, and it's a diaphragmatic breath opportunity. Breathe in. Inhale. And then come up to hands and knees, or knees and knuckles. So knees and knuckles looks like this. Hands and knees is this, your choice. Now your right foot's going to come up and your left hand. All right, this is going to feel like a bow pose. Opposite arm to the other leg, yeah, and breathe and lift. 10. Inhale. And then lower opposite hand to foot and go up. So you're in this quadruped position, and then you add on your stretch. Lift up. Breathe in. And then exhale down. Terrific job, guys. Grab a sip if you'd like. And we're going to come up to a kneel shin position. I have an extra mat, I have an extra thick mat, but if you don't and your knees don't feel comfortable, please take the time to prop them up. Your fingertips could be near your temples, and you can do this a few ways. So this is one way. Let's say your upper traps are kind of nagging you at your back, neck one day. You could do this. If you want it harder, you could even put the arms up. Good, you can do this different ways. And if you're doing arms up, keep the same distance between arm to bicep. Good. Let's do one more, and then you notice you feel the obliques. You're going to add a rotation. I like to exhale on that lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Let's take a stretch up and over. This is also called gate pose. Breathe in. I'm going to add little movements here. 5. Now this hand that's in the air, it can come down to the floor or a yoga block. You can even use your knuckles if you prefer. Top leg goes back a bit. Good. 1, 2, 3. Lift your hips. 4. Now you can stay here or you can add on a Madrasana. So you can stay here or you can add on a Madrasana and your top foot goes back and you lift up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower. We're going to do that whole pattern on the other side. That was great. So you have a shin out. You're going to take either fingertips by your temples. Good, I'll show a few positions. But let's say your upper trapezius needs a little relief. You can take your arms crossed, or let's say your neck's acting up. Good. Now, here's another one. This leg is out far so that you can go down lower. It'll help counterweight that torso. Good. Now we're going to be adding on a rotation. So you come down like before and then you rotate. If you have your arms up like I do, try to keep your head in the middle of your biceps. Sometimes the arms will try to lead the way, but you don't want to do that. And 4. Inhale. Dip a little lower. 5 if you need a little more challenge. 6. So you dip lower if you need more challenge. 7. 8. And then 10, we're going to go into the gate pose. In yoga, it's a parigraha. Add on your own rotational fun challenges. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're doing great. Now this hand that's in the air, it's going to come down where the knuckles are. Now I like to take the top foot back a bit so you get more hip flex or stretch. So if you feel balanced to do that, go up, breathe. 10. Good. Just act like a taffy pull, like someone's pulling your arm and someone's pulling your leg. You feel the length. Good. Open, open, open. You may decide you want to add on Madrasana here. So if you're adding that on, you could do it side plank plus top foot. It goes back like bridge. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, lift up. 7, 8, 9, and then lower your hip. And we're going to take a bound angle to basically neutralize all that. So your hands can be on the ankles and your elbows could be on your knees or your thighs. Breathe in and then come back up. Good. We're going to grab a sit and do some supine abs / bridge. The bridge I'm going to show first, just so you have a little backup plan if you don't want to do the supine abs. So you can challenge yourself by coming down 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the feet are on the floor and curl up and down. So at first, what you're thinking is all 4 corners of the feet, every vertebra gets some tension, and try 3 more, and then we're going to add on 2 glutes and hamstrings. Now you can do this some more, or you can take a set of 20 crisscrosses where your hands go behind your head, your legs come up. You could also do crisscross with the head down and the legs more vertical. So I have a few options to find wellness for you. Good. Go towards the wellness activity that you need, and then take 10 more. Let's pull our toes back. So we're still helping those ankles and those anti-shuffling muscles. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we put the feet down for a moment. We're going to curl up and do bridge. Now you can stay right here or add 10 little pulses with your hips. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower down. Now on this next one, 20 single straight leg stretches. So you could do this with your head down, like a pair of scissors is in the air, and you could do this with the lifted shoulder. You could also do this with the hand supporting your head, or maybe one hand helping your legs and one hand helping your neck. Now pull your toes back for the next set of 10, 2, 3, good. I like how everyone's finding her way. 5, that looks good. 6, yep, 7, 8, 9. Now on this, head down, legs wide like a V. I like to add the toe stretching here too, because you get the benefit of the arch help. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now, the next abdominals is double leg stretch. So you're going to be doing this stretch and then hugging. Now, you could make it like that, or you can come up and take 10, 2. You can also put your hands behind your head. 3, and just open the elbows. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, torso up. 8, 9, and then rest your feet on the floor, curl your spine up. Now when you're up in the air, you've got these open hips, you've got even pelvis. Hold here, and if you want to add just a little bit more, lift up your heels so that all of your toes have some weight. Your heels are in the air, and just hold another 10. Now when you lower your heel, decelerate with care. You're never ever going to plop in a chair, or you're never going to plop your foot downstairs or plop your feet even in bridge. So here we are, we lowered them with care, with energy, and then bring your legs back down. Now the next one is crisscross with long legs. So let me show you the legs first. Go back to scissor legs. And then if you want to add on, we're going to take a crisscross here with the upper body and scissor legs with the lower body. You rotate, rotate, and rotate. Remember, you can always come back to a bridge if you need something else, or just the legs. Pull your toes back, just 10 more. 9, 8, 7, stretch out the knee. 6, 5, pull the toes back. 4 for those 3 ankle, 2 and balance muscles, and then 1. Now we're going to take a right ankle to left thigh and reach your hands through. I like to add a little rocking, a little right and left movement. Of course, you can do 2 toes and ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Just notice how good that feels. And other side, ankle to thigh, reach your hands through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. This is sort of like a counter pose to this, both hands in the middle, knees wide. So you're going to feel like you're a little butterfly. This is bound angle supine. Let the elbows wedge the knees more open. Now we're going to take 5 lying to sitting positions, and we are going to circle the legs to do it. Now that may be all you want to do. If you do want to come up 5 times, you can. If you just want to wait for the last one and meet us seating, you can. 3, 4, good, and 5, and then come back up. Hot dog. Grab a sip. Good job. Way to go. So every now and then I like to show you something different, coordinated. If I would like to give you a backup plan. The first backup plan is sit crisscross applesauce. Notice what foot's in front, and then you'll do a stretch forward. So now you have something to do if you don't want to do this next thing. This next thing's called crab, and you can look at it. You could just do stretch, you know, do whatever's healthy for you. But I've got a hand on each big toe. I roll back on a thick mat and I cross the other way, and then I go into a forward stretch. I come up, cross the other way. This is a classic Pilates exercise, mat, and then cross. And you could just take it in and you could just enjoy the show. Or you could say, I'm going to do part of that. So I'm going to look. I want to see. Good. That was turtle on her back, Betty, when you do it that way. That is great. That's how, it's like the nickname of that's turtle, when you're kind of on your back rolling. So turtle on its back. And that's actually a modification that you figured out. So that went really well, didn't it? Okay, great. All right, I love showing the new things. Good job. That was a hip opener, abdominal, and coordination. What's that really good for? Our brain. Now we're going to take a little bit with a front plank. I am going to put the foam roller at this end. If you care to join me, please do. I'm going to have the arms on this side, and the toes are going to be pointing in so that I'm rolling out the shins at the same time. Have the roller near the knees, not on the knees, but near, toe in. Bend the knees and feel your shin, your tibialis anterior, getting some attention. Too, if you hike a lot, run a lot, when I do hard bike rides, I need my shins rolled out too, so even biking. And 6, being on uneven terrain, 7, 8, 9. All right, we're going to take a little breather. I'm going to offer child pose with the roller still underneath the shins. That feels nice. Now we're going to do a little oblique foam roller. So the knees are going to go to the left, straighten, and go to the right. Okay, so forearms down, and then you're going to be long-legged. Now go left and right, and left and right, and left and right, and try 4 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a little breather. You did great. I'm going to do a hip hike this time for us. So we've done these. I'm going to be doing a different pattern here in a minute, but I do want to go into layers of what's before the pattern. So the forearms are down, the legs are long, and you lift your hips up, and then you go back to plank. 1, and lift your hips up. What's nice about these is even if somebody has osteoporosis, they can do these kind of ab exercises. Strong for the upper body. And in our automated daily life, most things you don't even have to roll up a window anymore or open a grocery door anymore. You just, everything's so automated. So we have to go after the arms. Now take 1 more. Okay, and then take a breather. If you need, grab a sip, because I'm going to add us a pattern that's going to be a hip lift with long knees. Then we bend our knees and push the legs back. Hip lift, long knees, bend the knees. So it's going to be like a wheel. But I'll show you so your visual is there too. Cheers. This is good for neuroplasty, arms, abs. So the brain. Now the first one, you're on your forearms. You lift your hips, you bend your knees, and you straighten them. You lift your hips, you bend your knees, and you straighten them. You lift, bend, straighten. So we're going to do 5 of those together one way. I'm going to look at you for a minute, and then we're going to switch it. That's it, Shireen. You got it. Good, Cole. Good, Catherine. You got it. Everybody looks good. I like it. Now, of course, the next one is you try to straighten your knees. Did I switch it? No. You go bend your knees, then you lift your hips, try to straighten your knees, and then go out. Bend your knees, inchworm, lift your hips, push out. Bend your knees, lift your hips, straighten your knees, go out. 2 more, bend the knees, inchworm, lift your hips, straighten your knees, go out. 1 more, bend, lift, out, and then let me see where we are. Hey. All right, we're gonna have a seat. I hope that went well. Just know that even in the learning curve, what I could see was looking good. In the learning curve, you're still working. I was doing Pilates on my reformer, and I do that move on the reformer, and I thought to myself, why don't we put that on the foam roller today? Breathe in. Now this is a thoracic extension. Heart rate might be up. Good. Maybe lift the chin, Shireen, just a tiny bit. Yeah, it'll help your upper back. When your jawline's parallel to the floor, you'll feel, oh yeah, that helps my upper back. Go into a rotation the other way. And then your sternum is like a flashlight that you want to follow the horizon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I really like it. Nice. Now we're going to throw in just a few side plank variations to I call them blocks, work our blocks. So this is more of the side oblique muscles and the one arm at a time, which is good because sometimes one arm takes over. You can stagger, you can stack. Let's do a huge circle with the arm. And then when it's overhead, if you want to add a knee to your elbow, you can. If you don't want anything to do with that, just pull your arm down. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like it. Let's do that on the other side. And at the very least, the top arm should feel like it's a great full range of motion. How many times do you hear people say they have tight shoulders or they've had frozen shoulders? So we always do something. We don't have that. We're doing the movements that prevent that. Enjoy that big stretch. Nice. I'm going to do one more just because I think I did 5, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to cheat it. Really good, guys. And then a reverse plank. Do it however you need to. I'm going to put my calf ankle on this roller and go up. And then if you would like to add on a leg lift, you can do up to 10 of those. Good. 4. No, we're doing a forearm stretch after this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then lower. Now we're going to have a seat and do a forearm stretch. Pull the fingers forward and take the arm forward and pull the fingers. Good. Good. This next one is a balance of a V, but I am going to offer something else. So the first move is a balance. Actually, I'm going to offer 3 layers, so choose which one you need. I'm going to pull up my britches because the next move is going to be a rolling one, which tends to lower them. So you've got enough mat behind you in case you want to join me with that next one. You want to make sure you have enough back mat. So stage 1 would be a little V, so your lever's smaller. Stage 2, big V, teaser. Okay, if you want to add on, bend your knees, hold on to your big toe, little. And if you want to add on, stretch out. One more add on just for fun is in and out, legs. You could do this bent or straight. Good. All right, take a little stretch forward. I'm going to be adding on. Now you could do any of those moves or you could do this stretch forward or a bound angle. If you're going to add on, you might watch this one first, but it's called Boomerang, another classic Pilates, and coordination really helps with the brain. So it looks like this, right ankle over the left, you're going to roll over, you recross the legs, you come up to a teaser, your arms go back, then you lean them lower and you lean forward. That was 1. Now you could do any of the stuff I showed you earlier. You could do just the V-sit, you could do a hamstring stretch, a shoulder stretch. Good. You'll go up and over, your legs recross, Then you come up to teaser with your ankles crossed. Legs stay there, arms sweep up and around. Legs forward. Let's do one more of something. Hands beside you, roll back, legs go over, recross the legs, come up to a balanced teaser, arms up and over, stretch and forward. How'd it go? Was it the most fun you've had all morning? All right, grab your foam roller. Let's take a couple stretches. Now, these all have a theme of posture. This is so good for us. We're in a forward world. Our eyes are forward. Almost everything in life is forward. The arms are going to go out like a T. And if you care to add on, you want the palms facing up. If you care to add on, you could add on a bound angle. Feet soles together. Now the inner thighs are getting a stretch. Breathe in, and as you exhale, you're letting go of tension. So let the shoulders relax. Let the chest muscles relax. Have the arms in a place where you feel some type of shoulder stretch. A modification would be the hands really low next to your hips. Palms still up if you can. 5. Breathe in. Now we're going to slowly go off to a side. I'm going to grab one yoga block just to demo. You may not need it. I don't need it. I've got a pretty extensive thoracic spine, and then my neck and back's long, but I want to give the modification just in case. So notice I have the roller in what I feel like is the most rounded part of my back. So find that roller on the most rounded part of your back. Now you could put the block behind your head, and that will keep your neck. You want your neck to feel good here. Open up your arms like a T or a Y. Now let's say the block has all sorts of ways to do this, right? So let's say, it's getting easier. You can flip your block so it's a little lower. There should be no extensive extension that's, no hyperextension in your C1 occiput where your skull meets your neck. Now if you want to add on, you can let your palms of your feet touch each other, the soles of your feet and your knees open up. So it's like a little bound angle. You can also let them go out long if you need, but find a way that you can let your inhale go in through your nose, expand your upper back and your chest, and let your exhale relax. Five, 4. This one's for posture. This is going to feel so good on your upper back. You're trying to let go as much as you can, and when you breathe in through your nose and you expand your rib cage, the ribs are attached to the vertebra, so they create space between the vertebra. The intervertebral disc also get more nourishment, plumped up. Breathe in, and then let your hand come behind your head and come up. Now the neck, actually before we do that, see how your back feels on the ground. It should feel flatter. Your shoulder blades should touch the ground a little easier. Now this next one is a great one. It's also for the posture, even though it's the lower body, because when the psoas is tight, it puts the low back in a lordosis, and you want, that'll affect the upper back. So right now the block's near the booty. Can you lengthen one leg? Can you lengthen the other? And if not, usually the correction is pull the roller closer to the cheek, where your cheek meets your hamstring, the gluteal fold. All right, see if you can add on the palms facing up, either low near your roller or overhead or a Y. Now try to let your exhale relax the psoas. Notice the low back decompresses too. So if you have a tight low back, this is a nice one. Breathe in fully through your nose. Sometimes the psoas takes a little longer to relax, so if you notice it's still letting go, that's natural, that's normal. It's the only thing that attaches our lower to our upper body. It attaches on the 12th thoracic vertebra, 5 lumbar vertebra, crosses through the inguinal crease to the lesser trochanter, the femur. So it's a longer muscle than you would think. It's longer than just the front of your hip. Decompress the spine. We're in flexion so much in life. This is a really good one. So if you sit a lot, this is a terrific one. All right, I'm going to slowly glide my feet onto the floor, and I'm going to show you a way to do Shavasana with your roller under the knee, which is a supportive way if your low back runs tight and your ribs tend to pop off. This is a nice way to have a support. If you would like to do a regular Shavasana, no prop, you could do that. Or if you're craving legs up in the air, I'm going to demo that. Legs up in the air, still with the sacral support of the foam roller or a yoga block, so that we can further decompress the low back. So choose what you need and take an inhale through your nose. Really lengthen that inhale out like you're trying to count to 10 inside to the inhale. Your belly expands, it moves. You're trying to exhale out 10. You're matching the inhale and the exhale's length. That's called Samavriti. It's a great way to calm the nervous system. Inhale for 10. Exhale for 10. Inhale for 10. Exhale for 10. 2 more times. Inhale for 10. Exhale for 10. 1 more. And exhale for 10. And then take a moment to release your sacral support, your feet off the wall, and then come into a comfortable seated position for you. Lift up your spine and notice how rejuvenating it is to just give your mind a break. Its tendency is to be focused on something, anything, and so we're just giving it a little reprieve. We're letting it recharge with the natural vibration that rises when our mind is quiet. The natural vibration rises. So just notice how that feels. You can have that trick in your tool bag anytime you need it to just clear the mind. So today I intend to stay connected to that sense of peace and wellness. Anytime I start to feel myself wobble, though, I know I can just come back to some clear breathing where all I do is focus on the full breath. With so much appreciation, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day.